There's a right and a left button up here. And we're able to put your right, brings it in, and left, bring it back down. But anyway, you can try. And then sometimes on the scriptures, oh, actually, I want to try.
The minister of Congregational Life here at Metropolitan Community Church of San Diego. I bring greetings to you from our senior pastor, Reverend Dan Michelle. He's currently with Rosie Linder on the East Coast, exploring the cold and the beautiful foliage up in Boston. So he'll be back with us on Palm Sunday for Dusty's final sermon as our preaching pastor, and then Easter Sunday now he'll be back in the pulpit, so we're looking forward to that. It's our mission to bring people closer to God and to one another. So we hope that while you're here today, you have that experience, and it's enjoyable enough that when you leave, you recreate it with others who don't know how to create that kind of a loving experience. So thank you for being with us. If you look in the seat back pocket in front of you, there's a peach-colored card. We call it the Keeping in Touch card. As you're able, go ahead and fill it out, and let us know if you have any prayer requests or praises and that you've been present. Our staff looks at those, and then we do pray and follow up on things that are communicated to us, so thank you for that. And then also today are two special occasions coincidentally related to me. And so what that means is that we have special guests among us today. And so walking toward the back is one of my best friends, Reverend Katie Hoxie-Wilton from ACCA. She came out to celebrate my birthday and the 2-year milestone of the motorcycle accident. And so many of the providers in my care had said that it was an injury that would require 2 years of recovery. So not get too upset before 2 years, and don't get too upset after 2 years. And so this week was the 2-year mark, and we went from no feeling and no movement to being able to walk and live. And so I believe that's a joint effort between God, the Holy Spirit, and some really amazing surgeons and physicians and rehab therapists and mental health providers and a lot of other specialists. And so some of them are here to experience this community. And to me, you guys are the joy of my heart. You are the gospel in the flesh, and it's valuable to me to share you with them. And so at the end of service, we'll offer a blessing to their medical practice to give them our healing power, just like they give themselves. Okay? Yes. And so at this time, I'm going to pass it off to Lee Bowman, and let's have some announcements. Thank you.
All right, glad to do that, Reverend Caveman. Our ministry is busily gearing up for Easter, and so here are a few things that you should know. For our Good Friday service on April 19th, we are still seeking readers in Spanish and in English for our bilingual service. Just see or contact Reverend Caveman to volunteer for this great ministry opportunity. And looking on to Easter, a dedication in the Easter bulletin in memory or honor of a loved one. It's just a really touching way to remember them and have them be a part of Easter Sunday. And your dedication also helps to provide for a beautiful Easter floral display that we always have. And to include your dedications in the Easter bulletin, there's a form inside your bulletin. It has all the directions and instructions right on it. And so thank you in advance for those. And wow, Easter Sunday is going to be very full here at the Met. Pastor Dan will be back in the pulpit. Our Rainbow Sunday School kids will be doing egg decorating and have an Easter egg hunt. And following the 11 a.m. service will be our annual Easter potluck brunch, hosted again by David Root and Bob Gromofsky. We just ask you to please RSVP and sign up at the information table in the social hall. I want to thank you for helping keep our Feed My Sheep food pantry well stocked. Some people brought in things this morning for us. Thank you very much. We're still happy to receive items. You'll see things listed on the multimedia screens that we're running low on. The needy that come to our door, I can't tell you how much they appreciate the sack lunches that we hand out and how grateful they are, and we are so pleased to be able to do it, and it's all thanks to you. Items can also be brought to the church office during the weeks, during our business hours, Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The noted anti-LGBT Westboro Baptist Church is at it again. They are protesting outside El Cajon Valley High School tomorrow morning. And we're not exactly sure why. We never know with some groups. Anyway, Reverend Caveman is going to be there as part of a counter presence for a rainbow dance party parade. We're not organizing any particular presence, but you may want to meet up with him there. You can talk with him about it after service today. University Christian Church is hosting a progressive Christian revival with well-known Bishop Yvette Flunder. That's going to be on Saturday, April 6th at 7 p.m. The focus will be, what have you done to Jesus? For more information, there's a link in this week's Met link, or you can also contact Reverend Caveman. And speaking of Reverend Caveman, TC, can we get a drum roll? Okay, 40 years ago today, Reverend Caveman blessed us with a prayer. Let's sing happy birthday. We understand on Reverend Caveman's bucket list is to ride an elephant. So one of Caveman's dear friends, a graphic artist, blessed us with this wonderful image. Happy birthday. The floral arrangement that you see in front of the altar is provided by Brian Milam, and it's in celebration of his grandson's 1-month birthday with a happy birthday to Abe. And at this time, it's our pleasure to invite our elementary age children and infants to Rainbow Sunday School and to our nursery and meet their teachers right there at the East Door. And that's a wonderful way to wrap up announcements and move on with worship.
We want to welcome those that are here with us online, as well as here in the space. So, as you're able, will you rise and greet one another? come in and this is
Women's History Month moment. Miss Margaret Sanger became interested in birth control from her work as a nurse, caring for families of immigrant Irish in New York City. The wives of the Irish workers were desperate for ways to limit their family size and begged Sanger for condoms so that they could control the number of hungry mouths that they had to feed. She was prosecuted for her book Family Limitation under the Comstock Act, a federal law which defined contraception as obscene and illicit and made it illegal to distribute any form of birth control. Sanger's efforts contributed to several judicial cases that helped legalize contraception in the United States. Due to her connection with Planned Parenthood, Sanger is a frequent target of criticism by opponents of abortion. However, Sanger drew a sharp distinction between birth control and abortion and was opposed to abortion through the bulk of her career. To this day, she remains an admired figure in the American reproductive rights movement. In 1916, Sanger opened the first birth control clinic in the United States, which led to her arrest for distributing information on contraception. After an undercover policewoman bought a copy of her pamphlet on family planning, her subsequent trial and appeal generated controversy. Sanger felt that in order for women to have a more equal footing in society and to lead healthier lives, they needed to be able to determine whether or not to bear children. Amen. She also wanted to prevent so-called back alley abortions, which were common at the time, because abortions were illegal in the United States. She believed that while abortion was sometimes justified, it should generally be avoided, and she considered contraception the only practical way to avoid them. In 1921, Sanger founded the American Birth Control League, which later became the Planned Parenthood Federation of America. In New York City, she organized the first birth control clinic staffed by all female doctors, as well as a clinic in Harlem with all African American Advisory Council, where African American staff were later added. In 1929, she formed the National Committee on Federal Legislation for Birth Control, which served as the focal point of her lobbying efforts to legalize contraception in the United States. From 1952 to 1959, Sanger served as the president of the International Planned Parenthood Federation. She died in 1966 at the age of 87 and was widely regarded as the founder of the modern birth control movement. For her fearless work on behalf of making birth control legal in the United States, we salute Margaret Sanger, pioneer on this day during women's history.
Please rise.
Let us join our hearts as together we go to God. Creator of all creation, thank you for who you are and that you love us. You always love us. No matter what we do or where we go, you are always with us and continue to love us. This week we welcomed and celebrated the first of the long-awaited spring season. We want to remember to celebrate your beautiful creation, God. That creation which includes both nature and your crowning joy, us. We take this moment to thank you. Thank you for the amazing gift of our beautiful world as everything begins to awaken from its winter slumber. As we watch the buds begin to emerge and hear the birds singing, we pray that our own souls will be refreshed by the warmth of your powerful love for us. We have come this day to worship, to be taught, to be in community, and to leave our fears and our struggles. Yet, God, we still experience hard times, times when peace feels so far away. Help us to know that even in the darkest of times, you know us and love us still. God, give our prayers purpose. Remind us to fully trust that you will lead and guide us. You are faithful, trustworthy, competent, and kind. Help us learn to accept criticism and praise, then show both, and humbly move on in your power and in your grace. God, we would like for life to be happy and good. We would rather hear singing than weeping, have healing rather than violence. That life is more than fingers crossed and more than wishing. You have called us out, and Christ has said, follow me. Yet we would rather pretend that it does not include us. But you have called us. You are still calling us to show mercy and love. Help us to show the same mercy you showed to those who failed you, including me. May we be pure in heart and in thinking. May your pure light shine in our lives so others may see and know your wonderful, unconditional love for all people. God, we know that life is like a book. With each new chapter, day and year, we grow toward what you would have us to be. As we celebrate our new years in our lives and coming into a new decade, may we be blessed and be a blessing to those we meet and to those we know. Help us to be strong, make good decisions, and with each new chapter of our lives, may we grow toward what you would have us be. God, you know our hearts and all that concern us. May your Spirit surround us in a way our earthly minds cannot comprehend. Help us to imagine a place free of pain, free of sorrow and sickness, a place where we have nothing to fear, no rejection, failure, or loss, a place where we have no hateful actions, isolation, or misrepresentations, a place of love and unity, that place of deep community that our hearts long for. Forgive us for the hours wasted in anxiety and worry over what has happened and what might happen tomorrow. Give us peace from the overwhelming demands of our daily lives. Help us to stop, to reflect on you, to wait and breathe. We appreciate those people who have touched our lives, and we give you thanks for the lessons they have taught us. And God, we remember those who give their lives to ensure our freedom. As we give you thanks for them, we also ask for insight, understanding, and peace. Be in our worship, in the lesson from Scripture, and in the words of Reverend Dusty as she brings to us lessons that we may take home. Lessons that sink deeply in as we learn, as we carry and practice that which we are taught today. May we find the true source of joy, Jesus Christ. And God, listen to our prayer as we now join together, saying, our Creator, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever.
I don't know where I'd be.
Thank you.